and welcome to another episode of Candid Talks with Bharat V. It's been simply overwhelming to see all you listeners out there giving so much of love and attention to this podcast channel. This is Bharat Vatsa, your host of the show. मैं कोशिश करता रहूँगा कि लोगों की ऐसी ही अनसुनी और अनकही बातें आप तक पहुँचाता रहूँ. And I hope you enjoy all my shows to the fullest. In previous episode, we were talking to Veena Shetty, an entrepreneur by profession but a passionate biker and founder of Roaring Riders Riding Club Bengaluru. तो चलिए बातों का सिलसिला आगे बढ़ाते हैं. Let's welcome Veena Shetty.
Hi, this is Veena Shetty, an entrepreneur by profession and a biker by passion, and founder of Roaring Riders Riding Club. आप मुझे सुन रहे हो on Candid Talks with Bharat V.
So, being a biker, do you think that it brings a responsibility towards the society, towards, we, all of us, keep saying that, okay, biking brotherhood, that we follow the brotherhood, and it's really great, that wherein we try to make sure that none of the riders are left behind. We try to keep helping each other during the rides, off the rides, not only within the group, but even other riders, whoever we come across. So what do you have to say about this responsibility of a rider towards society?
Well, I feel with a biking group or any community, as a matter of fact, it comes with a lot of responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
The responsibility of every rider's safety is the number one priority. And then comes the society. We as a group, we must contribute and send a positive message in every way possible. Apart from riding, we also channelize our energy into things like creating awareness and help people during a natural disaster. We even conduct activities for educating people over several issues and spreading positivity. And Biking Brotherhood is all about standing with each other. It's like it unites all riders across India, standing for causes like anti-drug campaign or creating awareness about mental health, cancer in a big way.
Okay. So I would like to ask you one question. I mean, it's a very controversial question, rather, I'll say. Okay. And it's been, there, and many speculations are there whether, how can one be called as a rider? Today, anybody can buy a bike without any prior experience and knowing the actual meaning of riding and biking brotherhood. They start picking up the bikes and start riding without any discipline, probably even without proper gears. Do you think that, anybody can be called as riders, whoever picks up the bike and start riding, or should there be some sort of criteria to define a rider as a rider?
Yeah, this question has a vast perception with different opinions, like you said. Of course, everyone wants to be called a rider. However, for me, a rider is someone who's part of a riding, or who's apart from riding, who also contributes to the society in some way or the other. For me, a rider, a motorcyclist, is someone who's responsible. So first thing, you buy a bike, like I've seen friends who own Harley and not just Harley, some big bikes, and they're like, nahi, jacket nahi pehenna mujhe. I'll be like, kyun nahi pehenna? It's your safety. You're not helping me, right? Wear it, because like I said, you might be a pro, but not everyone on the road is a pro. They might hit you, touch it, something happens. So wear a jacket. It's for your safety. So first thing is, being responsible is, yes, a helmet is necessary. A jacket is to cover yourself. अगर पिक्चर्स खींचना है ठीक है, जैकेट निकालो, टी शर्ट से अच्छा पिक्चर्स खींचो, लेकिन राइड करने वक्त प्लीज वेयर अ जैकेट, प्लीज वेयर अ प्रॉपर शूज, अ प्रॉपर जीन्स, नॉट विद द शॉर्ट्स एंड स्टफ. I wouldn't call that. There are people who buy bikes. Of course, there are people in India who buy bikes for daily commuting. I wouldn't call them riders. According to me, a rider is someone who helps his fellow riders ride, who encourages the other riders ride, and moreover, he is responsible towards him and towards the society. This is my perception.
So, did you ever come across this kind of a scenario? You being a founding member of your riding group, there might be people who might be coming in for rides without any proper gears. Probably, for short rides, city rides, some of the gears can
breakfast
be provided.
rides.
Yeah. But at least for majority of the rides which are, outside the city limits or longer rides, have you ever come across these kind of people, wherein they have come for the rides and you had to set them back because they were without the proper gears?
Definitely, I've done this already. It looks like it's pointed to me. Yeah, I have done
and
this.
you are the bad
So
person.
our breakfast rides, of course, they're like Shetty is very strict about riding guys and her rules. I tell these are the club rules. Please follow if you want to be here. So like I said, all my club members, we call them a family because we're all friends, cousins, relatives, or their friends, cousins, and relatives. We have 4 people from there.
Yeah.
So someone who's ridden with me for a year or 2 now knows how I am. So first, when we say, okay, every ride of ours, the minimum breakfast ride is 50 kilometers one way. Okay. So we tell them 50 kilometers. 50 kilometers is not a small ride. We are riding a distance and we will be going through traffic. So please wear proper gears. I've seen people coming with slippers and shorts. And like, boss, good morning, please go back home. So I've done this because
we mentioned very
nicely. Yeah. We mentioned very clearly saying club rules apply. Please come with all. I'm not saying please wear a proper riding gear, proper riding jacket. If not a proper riding jacket, you can afford it. When you can buy 2 lakh ka gaadi khareed sakta hai, to ek 2 lakh ka jacket to khareed sakta hai. At least a leather jacket or something very thick that protects you, and a proper shoe and a denim piece, and one proper helmet. Helmets nowadays comes free with the bikes.
Exactly.
Please wear all those.
Yeah.
You should look like a rider, not like some chapper who's just coming out with a bike and doing all stunts. I've sent people back. So when I see someone doing pataka maroing on the bikes or doing some stunts, I'll be like, boss, tu piche jao, sweep kar. Tu last mein jao. Jab tak main nahi bolegi, tu aage nahi aayega. Okay. I am like that. Okay. So after that, I give them a proper gyan saying, these stunts are not allowed here. There is a proper place to do all this. Go to the track and do all your racing, all those stunts and all, and not do all the roads. So there are times that I've sent them back for this.
Okay. Nice to know that. So you are the what do you call the bad person or a gunda of your group?
No, the founder is strict. That's all.
No, I absolutely yes.
Because you agree with it. Like I said, if I send one person back, his friends and colleagues or who he knows in the club, they'll definitely say, she's doing it for your good, dude.
Yeah.
It's not safe. See, someone has a fall, something happens, someone comes and bangs into you, you hurt your knee because of the shots, then you shouldn't be this.
Completely agree. Because
next time I'll invite that rider and drop a special message, say, boss, this time please come with all gears. And that person will appear for the ride with all gears.
No, I completely agree. In case if you if you do not maintain the decorum of the riding, of the group, then it's not only for self, because it's not only your own life that you're putting into danger, but you are riding with others and you're putting the other riders also into danger. So I think it's really, really important. Okay. So out of all these rides that you just explained, you have done the Golden Quadrilateral, you have done the long distance rides, you do the breakfast rides, off-roading. So apart from, I'll name few of the rides now. Which one do you correlate yourself with and why? 1, GQ. 2, long distance rides. 3, saddle sore ride. 4, weekend rides. 5th, off-roading. And 6th, racing.
I think adventure touring. You need to add another one there.
I didn't add that purposely,
Yeah, GQ, I love the ride, long distance rides. Like, okay, when I bought my buses, when I picked up my dream bike after so much of thought and stuff, I wanted to thank Ganesh ji. So I went all the way from Bangalore to Siddhivinayak to get the first puja done, even without the first service. I rode all alone. And from Pune, I got back to Bangalore. That was one stretch, around 900 kilometers in 8 hours, one coffee break and one lunch break. Quick lunch break, that was burger and stuff. And once I was feeling very sleepy, so I stopped for a coffee. 8 hours I've done. So that covers long distance and saddle sore there. So more than those, but that was like, I was not stopping anywhere. Me, my music, just focus on the road and just zoom off. That's all. Not talking to anyone, not clicking pictures, nothing. I just wanted to go get the food.
You were alone. You were alone.
I was alone.
Okay.
I was alone. Sometimes I enjoy this solo rides like this.
Okay.
And weekend rides, of course, because I get to meet my extended family and I start chatting with these guys. Okay. So my riders and GQ, of course. And off-roading, Yeah, to an extent. But I think adventure touring is my cup of tea. I like clicking pictures with the sunset with
Right.
my bike and meeting people, having a different, kind of dish, stopping for tea breaks here and there.
Okay. So what is
That's my ride.
what is your riding mantra? If I may ask. I mean, what is your personal takeaways from these rides?
Yeah, I feel riding makes me very confident. The moment I get on bikes, I become very confident and it gives me a sense of happiness and freedom. And that's
Okay.
something. And however sad or dull I am for whatever reason, the moment I get on, and I don't get on bikes when I'm sad and depressed. So I only get on bikes when I'm okay, in an okay state. I listen to music, I get on the bike, at least go for a short stint. That makes me happy. End of the day, when I'm coming and parking my bike inside, I'm all happy, smiling, and my watchman will, Madam, ho gaya ride? I'm like, yeah, ride ho gaya. Abhi gaadi park karo.
But then, don't you think that if a person is sad or if he's depressed, they should actually go out and do the riding so that they become
So
they feel fresh?
one thing I'd say is when you're mentally low or when you're not in a state of mind to ride, because I see people who are sad and depressed riding and going and banging somewhere. So
Okay.
first you need to, I know you are sad or depressed, but you need to make up your mind saying, okay, I'm going on a ride. I need to be responsible. That responsible state of mind is there. Only then get on the bike, because
Understand.
sometimes it can worsen as well. So
Okay.
I'd always say, listen to music, get on your bike, not loud music, slow music, get on your
Yeah.
bike, enjoy the sing, enjoy that wind hitting your face. So that makes me very happy.
So coming back to the second part of the question, what is your riding mantra, if I may ask?
Riding mantra, I don't know, nothing else.
Okay. So let me ask you in a different way. What is that you like to do most, when you want to get on your bike? So let's say, for example, there are no plans. You don't have any planned ride as such. Why would you want to ride? What exactly would you want to do the moment you get onto your bike seat?
Just take it for a short spin at least.
Anywhere without any destination?
No destination.
Okay.
Yeah, just take it for a round.
Okay.
But
So basically, okay.
have plans as well. Make sure your phone is completely charged and you don't run out of charge and no one at home someone starts searching you, nothing like that. Just make sure, see the weather.
So
There
would it be
were times when...
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
So would it be okay to say that you probably would want to explore the unexplored?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay. So how does your family support in your riding? Sorry, you were saying something.
Well,
Continue. You were saying something.
Exploring is fine, but don't make anyone else get worried about you. So that is something that I would want to say. Like,
Right.
my family has been very supportive. So it's just me and my husband here. So my husband has been very supportive. My dad and mom knows that I don't listen. So they're like, okay, you're going. Just be careful. Make sure you keep in touch. Just have food on time. And so is my husband. He's like, okay, you're going. Make sure you have food on time. Just watch out.
See,
Don't
that's
strain
not
yourself
your
too much.
fault, right? I mean, you are Shetty. So obviously it's not your fault. So that comes by default with your name.
Exactly. So, yeah. So family support is definitely there. If not, I wouldn't be doing so much. So we always support each other. And that's a nice thing to say, touch on. And well, like I said, the small example, I told him I want to do K2K. That was decided on a Thursday morning. So Friday, I gave my bike for service. Saturday, I spoke with whoever I had to talk to, made a broadcast list. made a WhatsApp group. Sunday, I just take off.
Okay.
So one thing, when you know your family support is there, when you have their back, they have your back. So one thing is like, okay, you have that peace of mind to ride.
Yeah. That is
so
true.
That's the major thing. And again, to have their support, you need to be responsible as well.
Yeah.
You need to show them that you're responsible. So I've seen a lot of kids saying, okay, mom wouldn't allow or dad wouldn't allow for this ride.
Yeah.
So it's not that dad wouldn't allow because he's still a small kid. Of course, no one rides without, at least in my club, no one rides without a license. So if you're 21, you get a license, only when you're 21. And 21, that maturity comes. When would your dad not allow? Only if he sees you doing stunts and stuff on your KTM and he'll be like, no, you're not going on the ride. So, but when you show your dad that you are responsible, you are wearing a helmet, you are taking care of yourself, and you're covering up yourself so that you save yourself from crashes and stuff,
Right.
and you're riding very responsibly, definitely they would allow. They would be at least tension free. घर में इतना tension नहीं होता है.
Yeah.
You can't be going on a ride, leaving your parents with so much tension. Oh, what would happen to my son?
Yeah.
He's gone on a ride. He's on a bike. So don't give that tension. Tell them where you're going. Message them once you reach, saying, "Okay, I'm all safe. Ride went well. I'm all happy." Send them a picture. Done.
Yeah, I think there are some protocols that you actually should follow, not just only for the rides, but even for the others whom you have left behind, at home waiting for you to come back. Your nears and dears, and as well as along with that, you need to take care of your co-riders as well, in case if you are leading them. So definitely, yeah. So does your husband also ride at times with you or no?
Unfortunately, he doesn't get time for this. So I think once or twice we've gone on short breakfast rides to Mysore. So he'll be like breakfast, I'll be like ride, and so it'll become a breakfast ride. So he's got a riding jacket, pant, and all the accessories for riding, all the riding gears he's got. Okay. So I make him get into his riding gears, and we both go on a ride. So he picks up one bike, I pick up one bike. And since he's a very strict officer, he does not let me overspeed. He's like 80 speed maintain karna hai. And then we ride. Ridden.
That's in a way good thing. In a way good.
Second Saturday is probably when he has time.
So there is somebody who can control you during the rides.
No, otherwise also solo rides is something for me. Solo rides is my kind of ride because I don't have to wake up at this particular time. Yeah. So if I'm not caught up with a good sleep, I might get irritated on the ride. So I will make sure I have a good sleep, and I'll make sure, okay, I've carried enough eatables with me, and then I go on a ride. I can stop wherever. But on group rides, I am the most disciplined person you will ever see.
Okay. No, I was just joking. I was pulling your leg.
Yeah.
So, I think we are almost coming to the end of our show. What would be your message to the young upcoming riders, and especially the women riders? Because, I have seen many scenarios, and I've come across many such women riders who face a lot of challenges from the society and from their own family. That they are being told that you are a woman. I mean, why do you want to ride? Tum kya karogi ride karke? Unlike the other male riders who do not face these kind of questions. Obviously, people face. I mean, there are many families jinki family unko mana karte hain ride karne ke liye, probably because of the safety reasons. But I find it really difficult to understand why female riders face so much of challenge in this Indian society.
Well, I want to mention this one point. When you said women riders who face this challenges, a part of Rajasthan, when we were just crossing Rajasthan, and it's a male-dominant society there. Yeah. So I see women covering their faces with a pallu.
Yeah.
So, and while me and Dashmi were on the ride, so Yogesh, the other rider, this was during my K2K ride.
Okay.
So Yogesh had gone ahead. We were figuring out with Google Maps, and we just got into the city traffic. And I was just asking him, which is the next, how to reach this particular city. Mm-hmm. And a man there standing, some person standing there, I went and asked him, by ye destination ke liye, kaisa jana hai? Karni Mandir something, okay? I was asking him, kaisa jana hai? So initially he was just looking at me and he's like, ladki ho ke gaadi chala rahe ho? I was like, that. Sorry? Yeah, he's like, ladki ho ke gaadi chala rahe ho? And I was like, ye kaha, kaisa jana hai? And he refused to tell me the route. I was like, boss, kya farak padta hai aapko? And then Dashmi was like, there's no point because this society is like this. Just don't give it a damn. And there were comments asking me, oh, did you ride this bike? Or did you come to Lina? Like, you see the tall Dominus standing there? I rode that bike. I've reached here with that bike. And even on Instagram and Facebook, I get messages asking, are you a rider? You ride bikes? Seriously? I'm like, no, I just pushed my bike all the way to Ladakh to click a picture and come back. So you get such comments, okay? Sometimes you just have to ignore all this bullshit. Okay. But Punjab being a society of Sikhs and all Sardarjis there, I still love Punjab because, Arey, kudi gadi chala rahe. With all pride, they said that. That really gives me fun. Even now, I have another extended rider club there called Amritsar Riders. Okay. Every time I go there, I have two friends who host me with us: chicken, jalebi, aloo paratha, kulcha. We go to the temple. That's really nice. The entire club is like, shit.
KPS Sethi. Samarpreet
No,
Singh.
no.
Okay.
Samarpreet Singh and Rishabh and
Okay.
Manpreet Paji and stuff.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
have this big riders who host us really nice. It really feels nice. In Rajasthan, when people don't want to see a woman riding, Amritsar, Punjab wants to see a lady riding. And the oldest, so we do this, they do this DGR, Distinguished Gentleman's Ride,
Yes,
and I've been
yes.
the lead lady for the ride.
Okay.
And with me is the Royal Enfield's head. I mean, there is a Royal Enfield showroom, and
Yeah.
I'm there. So Sonia Kapoorji, she rides with me. She is around 50 plus,
Okay.
and she used to ride her Bullet during her college days. She
Okay.
and me lead the ride, and that's a proud moment for us to lead the
Wow.
ride, and so
Yeah,
many women are
absolutely.
following you. You know, that's like a nice gesture of theirs. It makes me very happy to see such people. So sometimes you just need to keep those positive things in mind and just
Yeah.
ignore the negatives. And when you said some women are not allowed to ride in their house, it could be because of safety.
Hi, this is Veena Shetty, an entrepreneur by profession and a biker by passion, and founder of Roaring Riders Riding Club. आप मुझे सुन रहे हो on Candid Talks with Bharat V.
One thing, once you make sure, there was when I went on my Sachpati ride, there was this lady, a girl called Dimple Singh, who came with me on the ride.
Okay.
So she's just young. She's in her 20s, and this is the first big ride that she's doing.
Okay.
So before she could come on the ride, she called me and she's like, "Dee, I've only seen you on Instagram. I've seen you on Facebook. I've heard a lot about you from Akhtar Bhai. So this is the first time I'm riding out less, and my parents are worried."
Okay.
I asked her, "Dimple, why are your parents worried?" So she's like, "I've never ridden like this. I've never been on unknown terrains, and that's a heavy bike." So I said, "Do as much as practice before you can come on the ride, and don't worry, because we're all biking for, it's like brotherhood. So don't worry. You know someone from here, you will get along with everyone."
Right.
So you just have to build that confidence in your parents, saying, "Okay, my daughter is responsible enough to ride."
Yeah.
I think that will. And then one day when you take your mom, Pillion, mom will be really proud to see that. I do that with my mom.
Okay.
And to the young generation, to the guys, I'd like to say this. It really feels nice because in my club, I have riders who get their spouses on rides. And I see them riding. Till the destination, till the meetup point, they come riding with their spouse behind or with their girlfriend behind. After that, they give the girl the bike. They stay behind. So we keep these riders just behind the bike. They are slow, but that's okay. That confidence building in them is a nice thing. So
Very
I
nice.
feel men should really stand up for their women or the other
Absolutely.
women
Yeah.
and encourage them to ride. So over a couple of years, you'll see so many lady riders riding and you'll feel proud. And that will
Absolutely.
definitely make her independent and confident. And that's a bigger contribution that any man is making for the society.
Definitely. And I hope that day comes pretty soon. Because I, being a rider and I have my own group, even I try to encourage more and more women riders, and try to help them as much as possible. So thank you so much, Veena, for, taking out time and joining this episode and talking out to us, sharing your wonderful experience about the rides, about all the various rides that you have done throughout the country. We hope to ride soon together sometime. I just hope probably, and do let us know, by the way, in case if you ever happen to pass Pune or if I happen to come over there, then let's get in touch. Definitely.
Definitely.
Uh,
And thanks so much for giving me this platform. In fact, initially I was a little nervous because I can't talk much, right? So I was a little nervous, but this interview was like, this talk was like really nice chatting with a friend here.
See, it's that feeling comes automatically, because both of us are bikers. So that feeling, that kind of a, connect we can make instantly. So
Definitely.
I'll not say
So
this is
very
an interview. It's that is the reason I call it as Candid Talks.
Talk.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really nice.
Thank you so much
much
for joining us, Veena Shetty.
Thank you.
And stay safe, stay home, and I hope we all start riding pretty soon, and this lockdown thing gets uplifted pretty soon.
I think we should live with it by now. Just make sure you carry sanitizer, keep yourself safe, wear masks, and start.
They did. I think government did it initially, but I think again they have started imposing the restrictions because of the, recently there were many cases they found, especially in Pune. One specific society they found around 15 people positive together. And but anyways, let's see how soon we can eradicate this entire thing.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, this too shall pass. Thank you so much, and take
Thanks
care.
so much. It was really.
Have a nice day.
You too. Thanks. It was really an honor to be on this chat.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Thank you so much. So that was Veena Shetty, who is not only an entrepreneur by profession, loves photography, art and painting, but also a passionate biker and founder of Roaring Riders Riding Club, Bengaluru. A multifaceted personality indeed. इसके साथ हम आज का सफ़र यहीं समाप्त करते हैं। बहुत जल्द मुलाकात होगी अगले शो पर एक नए टॉपिक के साथ, नए लोगों के साथ, नए अंदाज में ऑन कैंडिड टॉक्स विद भरत वी। Stay home, stay safe. This is Bharat Vatsa signing off for today. दुआओं में याद रखना। जय हिंद।